Hey y'all, it's Marshayla Monique. Welcome back to another coffee talk video. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Look. This is salted caramel. This is a salted caramel macchiato, iced coffee, whatever you want to call it. The way that I made this sweet cream is exactly how they make the sweet cream at Starbucks. I used to work there, I told y'all a million times. But like, this is like the good. This is the sweet cream. And literally I put salt in it and everything. It's so good. Feeling a little bit better today because my car is all fixed and it's ready to go and it's drivable, and I just feel really good. And granted, regardless of any of the other things that I have going on, like, I am happy. I feel like 1,000 pounds have been lifted off my shoulders. Like 1,000 pounds, y'all don't even understand. And I have a lot of money to make back. Okay, I have a lot of money to make back, so y'all need to tap in. And also, if you haven't heard already, I have a partnership with Be Kind. If y'all have not checked out Be Kind, y'all, please check out Be Kind. Look how cute this freaking necklace is. Come on, this necklace is so cute, and it just looks so cute with my 444. And sunflowers are just so cute. And then I also got this ring, sunflower ring. You know the girls love rings, period. So yes, check out Be Kind. And if you do want to check out Be Kind, you can get 20% off by using Marshayla20. There's so much stuff on there. There's so much other stuff on there, y'all. So much. So please check it out. But let's get into today's video, okay? So what we're going to talk about today is body image. Now, trigger warning and also a fair warning. If you're a person that struggles with your body and these type of conversations are triggering to you, you might want to dip. But also, I just want to let you know, this is not a kumbaya. This is not a message to how to help yourself when you're struggling with your body. This is more so like me kind of venting, letting y'all know my story, how I feel and how I cope through it. If you take something from this, by all means do so. But this isn't a message to help you out with it. It's kind of just like any other video. I'm right in the midst with y'all. This is something that you struggle with as well. So let's get into it. Girl, for as long as I can remember, I've always felt some type of way about my body. I've always felt some type of way about the way that I looked, and it just never sit right with me. Now granted, there has ever, when I was younger, my mom always let me know, like, because you're light skinned, people are going to think that you're better than them. People are going to think that you're bougie. People are going to have all of these misconceptions about you. And they did. And I never understood why she said that until I got older and I realized people just didn't like me because I was lighter skinned. I didn't like me because I was lighter skinned. For a really long time, I wanted to be brown skinned so bad. I just wasn't comfortable in my skin. I wasn't comfortable with my body. I wasn't comfortable with anything. I honestly wasn't even comfortable with being a girl. Not saying that I wanted to like transition or anything, but I just was like, I just didn't like my body. And it's like going through puberty and stuff like that, we're all uncomfortable in that phase of life, but mine just never stopped. The uncomfortability just never stopped. It just kept going. The first thing that I noticed about myself was, once I found out what puberty was and like how my body was going to change, I did not want to have boobs at all. I did not want that. I didn't want to wear a bra. Like, I didn't want anything to do with it. I also didn't want to get a period or anything like that. I didn't. My family will tell y'all, whenever I got my period the first day, I literally ran away and I was not going to come back. That was going to be it for me. I'm just like, what is happening? I don't like this. I don't want this. I've been said that I don't want this, so I don't understand why this is happening to me. And then once I started to like develop boobs and stuff like that, I would literally take my chest and like smash my chest as hard as I could because I didn't want it. And now I'm like a negative A, and I'm like, where the rest at though? But yeah, initial me noticing that I didn't like my body. And then on top of that, like, my sisters are a lot bigger than me. Not that they're like fat or anything like that, but like, I always looked like the younger sister, so that was an issue for me. And I feel like because I was always like, oh my god, everyone's always like, oh my gosh, you're so small, or you're the youngest sister and stuff like that, it made me start making fun of my sister. So it's something that I regret doing 100%, and I always make my sisters feel beautiful till this day. When I was younger, I didn't know how to maneuver through me being insecure, so I made fun of everyone else. And that is something that I have to live with, and it's honestly one of my biggest regrets ever. But yeah, and then once I got to middle school and I seen how like developed the other girls were, and they had makeup, they had really pretty hair, they had really nice clothes, they had nice curves and stuff like that. And I didn't have that. I could barely fit my clothes. My pants could barely fit on my body. I've honestly been the same weight since between 6th and 7th grade. I've nearly been the same height and weight, and like everything has nearly been the same. My butt has gotten a little bit bigger. I don't really have hips at all. My arms are super small and stuff like that. So it was just like really tough for me to just like accept my body and like try to find clothes that fit me and try to find clothes that made me feel comfortable. But it's like no matter what I did, I didn't feel comfortable. Even if I straightened my hair, I still didn't feel comfortable with myself. I used to try to wear makeup, I still didn't feel comfortable with myself. I tried to start wearing like risky clothes, I still didn't feel comfortable with myself. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand like why I got placed in the body that I did. I just like truly didn't. And like I said, it just never ended. And then I got to high school and I'm still trying to figure myself out, still trying to love my body and do this and that. And then I started to make my body like all that I had to offer, you know what I mean? So like I'm posting pictures in really short shorts, or I'm posting pictures in crop tops, or I'm starting to have my stomach out and stuff like that, and like wear tight clothes, and you know, just like trying to be somebody that I'm not. And also I went to a predominantly white high school, which I've told y'all before, so I was a little bit of whitewash. So I try to look like those girls, you know what I mean? Like those girls are waking up at 5 a.m. to beat their face to go to school, you know what I'm saying? And also in their community or whatever, like it's a predominantly white high school, a lot of the boys like them, you know what I mean? The boys didn't like me, feel me? Like the boys did not like me. The only dudes that liked me was nowhere near the town that I lived in, okay? And I could only talk to them over the internet, and I could portray myself to be this completely different person on the internet, which I did. On the internet, I was a super confident person. I used to hype myself up. I used to be on like the Pittsburgh pretty pages, like I was like Facebook famous and all that stuff. And that kind of gave me confidence, and that kind of gave me a little bit of power. But also as time went on, that didn't fulfill me anymore. And I'm here today in my 20s, and like I get a lot of compliments, and I'm always getting called pretty, and oh my gosh, I love your body, I want your body, this, that, and the third. But I don't want my body, you know what I mean? I have really high days where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love my body, like I'm having a good day. And when I do have a good day like that, I cherish that day, because I know that it may slip away very quickly. So that sucks, actually. That actually sucks. But then when I have bad days, I have really bad days, I'm just completely disgusted. I won't look at myself in the mirror. I went through this phase a few months ago where I was just like really obsessed with my weight, and I would weigh myself every single day to the point where I had to take the scale and put it, the scale was actually under my, I thought that I threw the scale away. I thought that I threw the scale away because I was weighing myself multiple times during the day, but I took it and put it under my bed. Maybe a week or two ago, I rearranged my room and I found the scale, and I was immediately triggered because yes, I still wonder about my weight and stuff like that, but since I don't physically see the scale, then it really doesn't exist, you know what I mean? But once I seen that scale, I got back into the place of like, maybe you should weigh yourself and just like see. But when I used to periodically weigh myself, I felt like I felt like I was so fat. Like I was like, yo, I'm getting a belly, like this is not it, this is not it. I ended up losing that little bit of belly that I had, a little bit of hips that I had, a little bit of extra meat I had on my thighs. I'm just like, yo, you're so skinny. And it's just like, I'm like, bro, I can't win. It's either I gain weight and I hate myself, I lose weight and I hate myself. I'm trying to find this in between ground where I can just love myself. And I literally try to give myself affirmations and give myself positivity and feed my soul with good words about myself, but it just doesn't stay consistent. And I don't know if it's me just not staying consistent with it every day and giving myself that love, but it's like I just always fall back into my old ways of just like talking really down on myself. And I think also another thing is a lot of influencers and a lot of creators, they don't talk about, and I may be the only, I know I'm not the only one that struggles with this, but like a lot of people don't talk about how hard it is to see yourself on camera all the time. Most of the time before I start my videos, I'm sitting in front of the camera for maybe 2 to 5 minutes just analyzing myself. And granted, I still come on here, it looks like super regular. Like there's probably a lot of y'all watching this and y'all have on like an old t-shirt and like leggings just like I do, because that's just who I am, and I'm not going to overdo myself for anybody. Like this is what I feel comfortable in. I don't want to put on makeup and like do all the extra stuff. The most I do is probably brush my hair up and put on lip gloss, and that's really it. But I still sit in front of this camera and criticize myself. it's just, I just like I don't understand it. And I just want to get to a place of just like loving myself at a very high point. And sometimes I'm there, and then sometimes I'm really low. So there's just a lot of work for me to still, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. There's a lot of love that I still need to give myself. And like, I get a lot of compliments, y'all. Like, I get a lot of compliments. Like, some people think that I'm like this, like I'm one of like the pretty girls in a city, and I just don't see that because I compare myself to these other girls in the city. I'm like, but I don't look like them though, you know what I mean? But like, other people see me that way. Like, you're a really beautiful girl, you're really intelligent, like you got a lot going for you, but I just don't see what y'all see. And I really gotta work through that. And I don't know if I need to like see a doctor or something. I don't want to take it there. I don't like the whole medical health thing. I don't, because what it gonna do, put me on medication or try to give me therapy because I feel down about myself sometimes? I don't want that. I want a natural process for me to naturally learn how to love myself and affirm myself and always show up as my highest self. I want to show up as my highest self every single day. I don't want to show up as my highest self only 3 times out of the month. I want to show up as Marshayla Monique 30 days out of the month. You feel me? Like, I just need to get to that place. So that was a lot. That was a lot that I just poured on y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah. Life really just be life, and it's so hard to be a female. And not only is it hard to be a female, but it's hard to be a black woman and love yourself when you get criticized, and we get criticized and talked down on all the time. And then like, we're in this era of like BBLs and boob jobs and people getting their face done and just painting this unrealistic image of a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's unrealistic. By all means, if you want to change something about your body, change it. By all means, and I support that. But it just gives us this just unrealistic image, and it sucks because the generations under us that are growing up, they're looking at this and like their mind is probably already set up that when I get older, I want to get a surgery, I want to get a BBL, I want to get veneers, I want to get my boobs done. And I don't think I would ever like change anything about myself. I really just need to get to a point of confidence, and then if I want to change something about myself after I feel confident and I change it for myself, then so be it. But while I'm in this phase, no, because I'm not at my highest point. But yeah, I'm sorry that I unpacked a lot on y'all, but a lot of y'all may feel the same way that I do, or maybe you can help me through it. Like I said, and like I always say, I'm running the same race as y'all. I'm a human being just like y'all. I go through things just like y'all. And also, I always want my channel to be organic and authentic. This is real life stuff that people struggle with every single day. Bulimia. People are bulimic. People have anorexia. People have body dysmorphia. And the list goes on. So these are conversations that need to be had when people have a platform to make people, let people know you're not alone in your walk. You're not alone. So that is all I have for y'all. Thank y'all for showing up for me, and I'm gonna always show up for y'all. And I will see y'all in my next coffee talk video.